Hops and Stocks podcast is presented by 100 Spoke Media Group. We encourage our listeners to drink responsibly. Please note, we are not financial advisors. We do not offer or provide financial advice.
I'm Spoke affiliated from the city of gems.
Even though what we do is wrong.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Maybe Nash on that hook. Y'all didn't even know that.
I woke up the other day with that Nas skit.
Which one?
Nas Dre.
Ah.
I just kept saying it. He's like motherfucking Dre. He's like, ah.
I still don't understand why, man.
I guess he felt he had to come different because Nas came at him a little hard.
It was so raspy, dog.
I forgot Nas came at him with that motherfucking Dre. Is that how it starts? Like who says the first thing?
Nas says it first. He's like
starts off
motherfucking
talking.
Dre. He's like, ah.
He comes in mid chat.
No, man.
All right, I will go ahead and kick it off. Episode 45, right?
Yeah.
45.
Moving right along.
Yep, this is the episode. E.
Fuck it. Let's go. Welcome to episode.
So
Deep Treasy.
Hey, I'm leaving all of this in. All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Hops and Stocks podcast, brought to you by 100 Spoke Media Group. This is episode 45. We had a whole lot of jokes about. We may or may not leave it in, but getting on up there, man.
It's not staying in there, man.
It's not standing there.
No, although it might bring us some new fans.
I don't want them fans, man.
Y'all can keep.
I'll fight those fans.
Y'all can keep those fans.
Mm.
But yeah, man, episode 45. You got myself, B-Dub, and Blast. Doug is raising a young soccer star. So he won't be potting with us today, but you know what I mean, hopefully to have him back next week. Exciting weekend for us this past weekend. We had our second annual Hops and Stocks barbecue and beer tasting. I keep forgetting to throw in beer tasting because I think it was mostly centered around the beer tasting. But we're gonna jump into that. But before we do, let's crack on. Let's crack on. Before we do, let's review these beers. You know what I'm saying? Let me pass it to my man, Mr. What's in this can? What you drinking on, brother?
The can,
Yeah.
man.
Glad to be back. So let's talk about it.
Can.
Hey, hold on, man.
I should have been like, ah.
That was a weird drink, man. You can't do that.
Off the rippy rip.
M&F and can.
What's in this MF and can? I bought this solely on the recommendation of the buyer from my spot. So this is called I Drive a Dodge Strata.
Yeah, okay.
It's out of a brewery called Ology.
Yeah, he's had that, man. Your spot is really doing a good job of bringing in all sorts of stuff, man.
Yeah, I rock with them, man. I'm not sure what that one tastes like, but I like what I've had from them.
She said she used to own one of these cars, and she really loves it. So I bought it out of Tallahassee, Florida. I already poured up. It's a IPA. It's a hazy IPA. You can see. New
You got wood all over tonight.
Oh, yeah, facts. 6.5 on the ABV, 0 IBUs. So I can tell you off the rip without even tasting this. And this is probably citrusy. It's probably clean, light. Your typical New England style. So let's see what it is.
Yeah, good looking color. Got that RKL to it.
Yes, I mean exactly what it is. It reminds me of what's the beer we had? Drecker.
Yeah,
Drecker. It tastes like that Drecker, or similar to that pipeline we had. Drecker and pipeline. It's a good beer right here. Off top, it's kind of hoppy a little bit, but it's definitely light and clean. A little back end has a little bit of bite to it, but not too much. I definitely would get this a 4. It's a solid 4 for me.
Solid 4.
Yeah, ain't
what
bad.
kind of fruit notes are you getting?
I keep wanting to say some tangerine because it's orange, but I'm really not tasting that. Not really.
Wishing it was in there.
It's just some orange type of taste to it. Like I said, it is crisp and clean. I mean, it's nothing that I've never had before. Nothing out of the ordinary. So this is a solid 4. I mean, it's easy reach.
Good summer brew.
Great summer brew. It's a good start off beer right here. You know, you go to an establishment and your first beer, this will be your first one right here. And it'll set the tone for the rest of the day.
All right.
So this is once again, I drive a Dodge Strata by Ology Brewing Company out of Tallahassee, Florida. IPA, solid 4.
Florida.
So Blast, what you got today?
All right, man. I guess it's just weird beer name night, because I got one for you too. I think I'm gonna do you one better, B-Dub. I got Hubbard's Cave coming out of somewhere in Illinois. I just read it. Niles, Illinois. But yeah, this is Hubbard's Cave, and it's called Milk of the Murder Hornet.
Oh.
Hold on. I don't know if I want milk of anything.
Well, it's got a little toast in it for sure when you hear that, but it's Milk of the Murder Hornet.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Hubbard's, man.
It's a milkshake IPA.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Hubbard's, I guess we're kind of used to Hubbard's doing the stouts.
Yeah.
But it's an Imperial India Pale Ale with strawberry, vanilla beans, and lactose. 8.5 ALC. I don't see no IBU on this, but I know you guys will like this.
Color.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be trash though.
Definitely smelling the strawberry. I hope it's not trash, man. I really want it to be good with that kind of name.
It looks kind of like thick a little bit, like a smoothie.
Yeah, definitely not trash.
Okay.
Okay.
You're picking up the milkshake. It is, I don't know, maybe a tad on the bitter side that was kind of holding it back from being a little bit better, but I go at least 4.25, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
Go ahead, E.
I was gonna say when strawberry is like the only note, it tends to fall flat, like short of expectations. Because when I think of strawberries, I always think of something sweet, but the actual strawberry fruit is not necessarily an overly sweet fruit. But you think more or less like pies and icing and cakes, all that type of stuff. So when I see a strawberry beer, I automatically think sweet. And not
me too. Yeah. It's I mean, you definitely get that strawberry note, but you're right, it's not overly sweet. I mean, you know me, I like the sweet. I imagine if they would have put a little bit more sweetness on it, it probably would have rated higher for me. But yeah, but you probably would like it, E, because I know you like the fruit, but you don't want it to have that extra sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Is there any sediment in that can?
Yeah, there was. When I poured it, I flipped it upside down and kind of did the twirl, but it was still a little bit of love at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Love. A little residue.
Man.
Little nice.
You know how I feel about the sediment, man.
Are you a fan or not a fan?
Oh man, the puree adds like a I don't mind being coming around on the pour. Now I don't want all sediment, but if you top off with the sediment, it gives it like a little more kick to it.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting all that love.
Yeah.
It just seems like when you're running anchor after you poured up and you see what comes out of the bottom of that can, you're like, it's like Campbell's chunky soup.
All right, yeah, I can respect that. It's not the it's not the most exciting thing to see come out of the can.
Nah. What was that? We'll get into it a little bit deeper, but what was that where it was chunks coming out of it? It was something.
It was that peach joint, I think.
Yeah, that beer was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what it was? Was it the was it the seltzer that I bought?
It probably was a seltzer. It's either a seltzer or a smoothie. One of those two.
Yeah, I mean the UA was an imperial smoothie.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, E.
All right.
Paradise.
Yeah, Club Paradise. So this is by Hoof Brewing, and they are out of, and I should have looked quicker. Hoof is out of, oh man, this says Ohio. Yeah, brewed and canned by Hoof Brewing, Marengo, Ohio.
Wow.
I'm not sure where Marengo.
Never heard of that. I'll get some stats for you, E.
Yeah, Marengo, Ohio. And it says dabbling in the dank and dark arts.
Bars.
Yeah. So this is a Imperial Tiki Sour Ale, and it's brewed with pineapple, orange, coconut, nutmeg, and vanilla. And it's inspired by the painkiller tiki cocktail. We drank this on Saturday. I think it got fairly good reviews around the board. Let me show you the color.
Oh yeah. Nice
little dehydrated.
Oh.
Dehydrated color. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice golden color. I don't know what color that's reminiscent of other than dehydration.
It looks like an IPA light.
Let me see. Let me go in and get a quick taste. Yeah, this is good. It's not hit you back here sour. You know what I'm saying? For those who are just listening, I'm pointing at like the side of your neck. Sometimes beer hits you in that little pocket. This isn't overly sour. It's a nice balance between sour and then the notes that are in it. You're getting that pineapple, coconut, vanilla. I'm not getting a lot of the orange. The nutmeg actually is coming through like cinnamon. And if I didn't know it was nutmeg, I would think it was cinnamon. But all of the flavors are really, really balanced. Like I said, it's not bitter at all. This would definitely be something that I would drink in the summertime, as it is summer. This was kind of pricey though. For the 4-pack, I believe this was $25.
Ooh.
And this is 8% on the 8% on the ABV. But it's definitely good, man. Once again, Hoof Brewing out of Marengo, Ohio.
Yeah, based on the map, it looks like it's right off 71 in between Columbus and Cleveland. So
knew it had to be up north.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
It's a little bit past Westerville.
Might have to pay those cats a visit.
Yeah, it looks like it's a relatively small village, man. So shout out to them for doing their thing.
How far is it from Cleveland?
It looks like it's closer to Columbus.
Columbus, okay.
Yeah, so drive through Columbus and then on the other side.
Yeah, but it's tasty though, man. Like I said, I like it. Club Paradise by Hoof I'd pick it up again. Once again, on the pricey side. The particular place that I picked it up, I was not able to get the 4, so I bought the whole. I'm sorry, to break it apart. So I've got the whole 4, and it was about $25.
Nice quarter hun.
Like you want to look for a good, decent craft 4-pack, 2021. 1821.
I was gonna say, man, you start touching that 20. It's like
I'm looking for $17.99. Let me get out the door for 20. You know what I'm saying? Like 21 and some change.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, tax included.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to get out the door at like 21.
Yeah.
1821. That's your standard range. Now, when you start getting to those specialty crabs, like the one I left Doug over the weekend.
How much was that joint? 30?
34. It was an 8 ounce.
Yeah.
What was the ABV? 15?
15.
15. Was it 15 even or 15 and some change?
15 even.
Even.
Yeah. I mean, I've never known anyone to say that I ain't never mind. I ain't gonna even go there with them. I've already expressed my feelings with that brewery and that.
I'm gonna go because it's in Cincinnati. I feel
we're gonna make B-Dub take a flight.
Yeah, and because I don't think that beer for the price point, it under-delivered for sure. I know you hated it. I didn't dislike it, but I wouldn't buy it again at that price point.
If it was at a lower price point, you would cop it?
If it was I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Like you actually like that might have been you despised that.
Oh, like the guys from drought season said, it was almost a sink pour.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, but I can't see myself ever being like, oh yeah, I'm about to get a 4.
Nah, I would never get a 4.
or even a 1 beat up. Like, oh yeah, I need this single now.
That brew, well, that line, because they got a couple other different flavors I noticed. That's what that line is all about, though. It's just that sour punch you in the face, tartness.
I bet you it's a cool place, man. It's inside an old church.
Yeah, we had Urban Artifact on Sunday.
Yeah, we had one on Sunday. And I mean, that can work is phenomenal, man.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what they were doing. Like, and they do the same marketing with shoes. They'll bring out a crazy colorway in a shoe to get you to look at that brand, and then you'll start looking at the other brands. So I seen the little can, I seen the price. I'm like, oh, this gotta be good. So
that might be a good spot. I mean, I know how you feel about it, B-Dub, but it's a nice little pocket for if cats want to do a tour. There's like two right there, and then there's a bar that probably has like 50 different taps in it too.
Where? Artifact?
Well, there's Urban Artifact, and then there's like one across the street with it's got like a monk for its symbol, and then right on Hamilton Avenue there's a bar that has like 50 different taps. Cool was talking about. I've been in there before too. They got taps and they got a little HH where you can buy cans, right there. And if you wanted to, you could sit down and drink them in the store.
Oh yeah,
we had to check that out. Like I said, I want to hit up Urban Artifact. Well, I want to hit up every brewery in Cincinnati. Slowly but surely working my way through. Just as whether I like it or not. This past weekend, I went to some spots that I was just like, yeah, nah, this ain't for me. But since we talking about the weekend,
what did you hit again this weekend? I can't remember.
I went to March 1st.
March 1st, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. Like the location is dope. The food.
Where's that located at?
It's more like
on the other side of like Sharonville and all that. Like
it's not really I don't know if it's Mason. It's like all kind of going to Kings Island. It's like Fields Erdel.
Yeah, the street.
I can't think of that. Huh?
It's off Kemper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. By Doug's old crib.
Other way.
Okay.
Like cross. It's past 71, so it's going the other way.
Yeah, they're
that might be Blue Ash. They might be.
That's
Blue
exactly
Ash.
what it is. It is.
Okay, now I know. Okay, that is out by Kings Island. Then.
Yeah, it is. It's Blue Ash. The location was dope. The food smelled phenomenal, man. I had already eaten, so I wasn't hungry. They had some good stuff, and they also do a lot of unique seltzers. I liked probably 75% of the seltzers that I had, and their beers were decent too. Definitely spot that I would hit back up. They have private event space, and then they had their exposed area with you could see the tanks and all that type of stuff. Their outside area wasn't really, I'm saying, nothing to write home about. It was just decent seating with some umbrellas and stuff. But the inside space was nice. They had a bunch of TVs. The beer tending station was huge. With the TVs the TVs that has the menu on the TVs that has what you drink, that type of stuff. So that was dope. And then I went to dark something. this was on the other side of the river.
Oh yeah, Darkness.
Yeah, is it right there, like right down the street from Party Source?
Yeah, Darkness. How was that? I've heard the name.
It's legit Darkness. Like it's like it's grime time central, man. Like you walk in there, it's like it's kind of old, kind of rustic. Like you walking into a basement.
Okay.
Excuse me.
There was something going on down that way. I don't know what it was called or what it was, but it's a real small, quaint.
Yeah. I mean, you'll miss it driving by.
It's small as all get out. They had like eight brews on the menu. Honestly, there was only one that stood out. I got it. It was okay. Ironically, walked down the street and they had a beer cart, and their beer cart had like all brand new releases for the weekend. And on that list had like 4 or 5 things I want to try, but I'm like, at that point I was kind of done drinking beer because I was getting hungry. But it's in an area that's walkable to some restaurants, some bars, and type of that stuff. So, but it was cool. It just like the vibe on the inside, like it's kind of like I said, it's dark and grimy. So it's not a place that I would want to sit in on the inside. Like the inside's not that inviting.
It seems like most people hang out on the outside of it.
Yeah.
When you say grimy, I know two types of grimy. One is people grimy, and one is facility grimy.
This is facility. I mean, the people is your, and I don't mean the stereotype, but your typical. To me, you almost kind of have like a typical.
Yeah, I would say I just leave it alone.
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of element he's talking about. Like, is he talking about?
It's not people grimy. Like, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like the location. And I'm not saying the location is dirty. I'm just saying it was dark. It was kind of basement-y. Is that a real word?
Yeah. It's not a real word, but I get what you're saying.
It's literally like perfect example. It's unfinished basement. That's exactly what it is. It's basically an unfinished basement. I mean, you don't go down into it, but when you walk in, that's the vibe that you get, like unfinished basement. In summertime, like I want to be out. I want to be in the brightness. Not necessarily.
I don't never want to be sitting in the dark. I don't even like dark restaurants, man. I'm like, why? Turn the damn lights up in here.
Yeah, give me some light.
I'm the total opposite, man. I don't like to be too well lit, like the spotlight.
Man. That's because you're into the oyster game, man. You can't oyster up in broad daylight.
Man,
you're a vampire, man.
I like a warm type of environment. I don't like brights on me. You know.
Hey, Maitre D, turn those joints down for me. And send that oyster plate.
Where's that oyster menu at?
Yeah, man, oysters are dark until you open them up, man. Like,
just for the record, dog, I will never try an oyster.
Oh, man,
that's not what the listeners think. They think you are oyster king.
I know. And for y'all, everybody listening, I have never tried an oyster, and I never will.
That's not our story.
Y'all getting it straight from the horse's mouth. I've never.
It's not the narrative that we push here at H&S.
I know. They push alternative facts here at Hops, man.
The King Oyster, man.
We got to get ratings, man. And if the ratings are high when you eat oyster, that's what we got to do.
It's funny how they push the oyster on me, and I've never had one. I've never had one, but I guarantee they have.
Nah, I ain't never had an oyster, man. I can't. I know he has, but I ain't.
I have.
I can't mess with oyster. I can't mess with oyster either, man. It seems disgusting.
It's disgusting, bro.
I mean, why would you want anything that you can't chew? Like they'd be like, man, just swallow it. I'm like, well, what's the point of eating
it? Eric, you just swallowing now?
Hey, man, this cat. Let's talk about the Hops and Socks barbecue.
There we go. Yeah.
So, like we mentioned earlier, it was our, second annual Hops and Socks barbecue.
And beer tasting.
I keep leaving that out. Beer tasting. The weather was absolutely shitty. So, you know what I'm saying? It was just us gathered instead of, inviting a bunch of people over to deal with the torrential downpour. But the
patio and grill held us down, man.
Yeah, Doug's Patio and Grill. Shout out to, Doug with the covered patio. We was able and actually the rain cooled it down, so we was out.
Yeah, it was love.
Yeah, my kind of weather, man.
Yeah, so it was great. Good food once again. Even though we kept it kind of basic, man, it was still good food, man. Shout out to Blast with the phenomenal gourmet turkey burgers, man. And then whoever did the mac and cheese, I think.
I think that was Carrie.
Yeah, because when I first walked in, it was sitting on the stove, but it had been put in the oven. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be phenomenal, right? I see how she put the cheese on there. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I like it to look, man.
Did y'all get the baked beans?
Hey, man, is that Big Carib's wife?
Yeah, that's Raven, man. Raven is the baked bean queen, man.
I need the recipe, whatever she does, and it's the second year that I've had them. They brought them through last year. I've never had baked beans that damn good, man. I think ain't it ground turkey in it?
Yeah, something? she put some meat in it, man.
Oh, it's beef in there?
It's something in there for sure, yeah.
It's like really, really finely chopped meat in these baked beans. Like, it almost looks like chili. You know what I'm saying? Like chili baked beans.
Yeah, that's true. It does kind of have a chili appearance, but
yeah, them ones is fire.
Hey, so we got to send a shout out to Tink too, man, because that cake was good.
Oh, cake was fire, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Tink.
So you could basically get you a yellow corn chip and scoop on them beans. Would that be cool?
I don't know if I would do corn chips because it's still a baked bean, so it's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but fire. Like
cats put syrup on chicken now, man.
I'm not a chicken and waffles type, but
I mess with the honey on there, especially the hot honey.
Yeah. But yeah, once again, food was great. And then we are Hops and Stocks, so we have to talk beer.
Man, what someone's got to post that picture of all of the beers that we had, man.
I did.
I'll post it.
I didn't see it on H&S page.
It's on there.
Okay, I have to look again.
Okay, if it's not, I'll post it. I got a picture and a video of all. I want to say we counted. Was it 20 or more?
It was pretty 19. Close to 20, man.
It was 19.
19, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, it was us four for the most part, and then Big Carib joined us and tapped in. And so what we do,
it ain't my bad.
You didn't post it.
I got a picture of all of us behind it though. I'll post it.
I got it. I'll get it.
We gotta get that joint up, man. Because aside from the one that y'all probably saw Eric review and diss pretty heavily, I thought we had a pretty good collection of brews, man.
Yeah. And for the record, that was my mishap. Like I had when I go to my honey hole, I had everything I wanted from the cooler. I was at the counter. She was kind of busy. My eyes got to wandering.
Yeah, okay.
It was a last second pickup. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, throw this on there too. And then when Eric said zest, I think I was looking for the ABV and I think I ran across zest. I was like, this can't be good in a beer. You know what I'm saying? Zest.
It was some weird flavors on that bottle, man. And it was barrel aged in like a Scotch barrel. It was different all the way around.
It was a rum barrel aged Scotch ale.
Scotch ale, okay.
And once again, y'all can go check the Hops and Stocks IG page and get the full review. I won't go over it again, but it just wasn't good. Like it had ginger and lime zest. Like those was the flavors mixed with this rum aged Scotch ale.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good. And we had like fire leading up into that point. Like I think we was probably hitting at about 80% on fire brew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything was getting a 4. I think we might have had a couple that was 3.75s. But out the gate, we just started pouring fire. And that's one thing you kind of have to, and if you don't know, you don't know, but you kind of might have to start staggering. Because if you have fire out the gate, it's kind of hard to keep going up.
Keep it going, yeah.
Keep going up. Because we started off with that Braxton, that smoothie.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to hit that. I'm gonna have to find me one. Did that pour thick like the UA one?
Yeah, it's
okay.
So out the gate, that was dope. And then I think after we went to
the fun day is Braxton.
The fun day
the fun day was Sonder. Yeah, that was more of a beer.
Okay, that was the first one though, man.
You sure?
Before Blast got there, we was like, man, we got to crack something. And so we cracked the fun day because you said you had like 2 or 3 of them. So we cracked that one.
Nah, that was Doug. That's why I think we cracked the Braxton first, and then we cracked the Sunday second because Doug said he had 3.
Okay.
Yeah, when I got there, they
brought some too.
Yeah, y'all had some fun days still available for me. I ain't getting none of the Braxton joint.
So Braxton, that was second. But I mean, we had a variety of beers. I mean, sours, IPAs, obviously. I believe it's only the one stout, right?
Yeah.
So that one stout was good. I can't remember what it was, but it was a good stout.
So let's tell the listeners how we even come up with the menu of beers. So what we did was everybody picked, we were supposed to come with a 6.
Yeah.
So everybody goes to their individual honey holes. They pick 6 individuals and we come to the table. 6 new beers. Like I try to go 6 breweries that I've never had before, but I end up going, I doubled down on I think it was Street Side, I believe. Yeah, it was Street Side. It was like an orange type of joint. But the other 5 were new. But everybody else came through. Sonder was kind of heavy. Some new cats showed up on the scene. Pipeworks.
We've done Pipeworks on the pod.
Yeah, I think I've done 2 Pipeworks on the pod.
That was my first Pipeworks. My first Pipeworks.
Yeah, it's my first time having it, but I was like, man, I love the name of that.
Blast, what'd you have that was 15? I think you might have had the only stout.
Yeah, it was the stout, but I can't even remember what it was. It's probably in the picture somewhere.
Man, I'm gonna send the picture to the group chat real quick so we ain't sitting here trying to guess what we had.
I took a picture of that joint, man.
Beat up to kind of piggyback off your point. When I was picking my 6, I may have doubled down on a style, but I was really trying to get 6 different styles.
Okay,
like, all right, yeah. Now I may have had multiple IPAs in there, but aside from that, I had a lager, I had a stout. I might have had a sour.
I didn't get any stouts. I should have got a stout.
I was to the end of my 5. Oh, I had a seltzer in there. Yeah. I was to the end of my 5, and I was like, you know what? Let me get 1 stout.
I got the picture, man. I just sent it to all y'all, man. So
I got it.
It was Arthur's something.
Arthur's, yeah, that's right. It was the Arthur's. It was a creme brulee stout.
Yeah,
that was dope. That was fire.
Yeah, that was good.
So I'm gonna go through these joints, man, real quick. This Club Paradise, which I just reviewed, that was dope. We had this Country Boy orange cream cider.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, Doug really liked that joint.
Yeah, and Country Boy they're out of Lexington. And I think they started off with lagers, if I'm not mistaken. Sonder Sunday Fun Day.
Decent.
I don't know what this Street Side was, beat up.
It was
the purple dude on it.
Yeah, it had the purple cat on there.
It was like Vader on it, Darth Vader.
Nah, I just got some purple cat on there, man.
Yeah, some purple dude.
Oh, that wasn't me. That's I didn't buy that one. That's dope.
We got that Drecker Hyper Scream, which was
that was good.
Nordic double IPA. I had never heard of a Nordic double IPA.
Okay, that's the one that she said that's the latest buzz right now. Whatever's
that style or that brewery.
That brewery. She said that's the latest craze right there. So there's a couple of different offerings. Next time we link up, I'll grab another 4 so we can try it out.
Okay. Then we had
Smoothie.
That's the Braxton Smoothie. The Energy City Cabana, which was pink guava and pineapple. Fire.
Yeah, that was good. Well, y'all said the Braxton was good too, right?
Yeah, the Braxton Smoothie Seltzer. It's like a light blue can. Anyone in the Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying, Northern Kentucky area, pick that joint up. I didn't mention to nobody, but if you are health conscious, that is one seltzer you only want to have one of. It's 37 grams of sugar on there. So yeah, I'm glad we split it amongst 4 people or 3 people.
My kind of jig.
Nah, man, it's I can't do 37 grams of sugar, but that's what makes it fire because it's sweet. And
yeah, I was gonna say, just don't read the label, brother.
Yeah, just don't read the label. The Energy City Cabana,
that was good.
Was dope. I didn't realize we opened this neon night crawlers.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that sour. That was sour, right?
Yeah, that's the one that had the gummy bears. I mean the gummy worms in it.
Yeah, I remember that one. I don't think it was bad.
Yeah, I think it was decent. We got this coconut mango, kiwi coconut mango.
Fire. Fire. I need to go back and get another one of those, man.
Who grabbed that, Doug?
No, I grabbed that. That was
that one. Okay.
Because I was like, let me grab one seltzer based off of you and I think B-Dub. Y'all told me that UA seltzers are legit.
Yeah, they are.
The next one was me too. That Mexican lager.
Yeah, but we had this cultural appropriation brew.
Shit, them three is me.
From Street Side. That Arthur's, that was a stout, wasn't it?
Yeah. So them three in the middle, that was all me.
That's fire. I think this is B-Dub. This Lizard King.
Yeah, that's a pipe works right there.
Lizard King was good.
Mosaic. I do believe this next one is
Untitled, that looked like Urban
Artifacts. That was that cherry something. I thought it was good. Then we had this Evil Twin Brewing Blue Raspberry.
Yeah.
Hey, the color on that joint, it looks like a blue snow cone, basically.
Was that one sour?
It was, to me, it wasn't really sour, but
it wasn't overly sour.
It's sold as a sour, though, right?
Sold as a sour.
Okay.
But
we had a good discussion about that one. I think Doug was like, man, people be mad at something for being sour when it's called a sour.
True story. We had Bearded Irish. Shout out to the hometown. Well, not
that was fire, man. I don't know if y'all remember that Escape Artist. That was fire.
I remember it.
We got a Dayton Beer Company something trolley.
It was a blonde ale, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it says at the bottom. Yep.
It was okay, but like Eric made a good point. If you don't know what you're tasting, you can't really critique it. If you don't know what it's supposed to taste like, and you just review it, then you're gonna be all off. Yeah. It might have tasted just like a blonde ale. I don't have a lot of blonde ales in my my repertoire. So
Hey, don't forget that bottle behind the
I'm saving that for last. I'm saving that for last. Then we had the Street Side Vader something. What style was that, B-Duck?
It had peach in it, man. It might have been a dessert ale. I can't remember what it was exactly.
Was it a peach IPA?
First time having it, huh?
Was it a peach IPA?
It had peach in it for sure.
I can see peach. I think that was good too. Then we got this Great
guava.
Notion, guava mochi.
I bought that one. I can't remember what it tastes like.
Yeah, I can't remember that one either. But I generally like anything that has guava in it.
Yeah,
so it wasn't trash. And then once again, when this picture gets posted after this pod, there's a little thing hiding in the back. You can see a little brown bottle, and we should have known that the one only brew to hit the table out of a bottle is trash.
Yeah,
but this was that Central Waters or Central whatever, man. And once again, man, I've heard from I think Blast said he's had things that were good.
I was gonna say, man, I don't hold it against Central Waters, man.
Okay.
I've had a good one from them.
And somebody on the IG page said they make good stouts.
Somebody else tapped in.
I think I had a stout from them, a barrel-aged stout. So don't hold it against them.
I'm not holding it against them, man. And I'll try it again. I just would never, ever, ever in my entire life buy that offering again.
Yeah, I mean, if we keep it real, man, every brewery we've had has some missteps for sure.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not blaming. You know what? I think I let B-Dub off the hook in my review. I don't think I'm gonna let him off the hook in the pod. I'm not blaming Central Waters. Because if I walk into
you going after B-Dub?
Yeah, I'm going at him, man. I'm taking shots at him, man. We might have podcast beef for the first time. If I walk into a honey hole, and I think he said, he was like, man, it was on the shelf with the Bourbon County and all that. Like that was supposed to give him an extra pass. If I see lime zest and ginger. I think I'm walking away from that beer, man. I mean, that sounds like a good kombucha, but I don't think that's a good beer, man.
So, in my defense, how my honey hole is set up, all the beers in the cooler, all the pricier joints are staged on the shelf. Like I said, they're by the where they have the Bourbon County and the Goose Island joints. And this is where it was at. She was taking long and I got to looking around. And so I was looking at it for the ABV on, and I couldn't find it. And I seen dates on it. I seen barrel aged. So I'm like, I've never had a bad barrel age. I've never had one until Sunday. So I'm like, okay, I ain't got to jump out the window and buy the 4. I could buy the single. I knew it was funny when it wasn't that much for the single. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, to be 13%, it was relatively, inexpensive, man. 13%, you thinking at least $4 and up.
I think it was 3.
Oh man, you
3 and some change. It might have been 4. I can't remember, but it wasn't that much because I bought like 5 or 6 beers and it was under $20.
I mean, I'm gonna give you a pass, man, because it wasn't a 1 in my book. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say it was great, but it was just different, man. Like, I don't know, man.
It was different,
Yeah, it was so different, man. That, like, I mean, shit. To go to your logic, E. How do we know what a barrel aged Scotch ale is supposed to taste like?
Because I have one.
Oh, okay.
I have a fire one. Guinness makes one. It's Guinness via, I think it's called Open Brewing or something like that. I believe I've done it on the podcast before.
Right.
And as soon as I get stuff out of storage, I'll bring one down and let y'all taste it. I actually like Scotch ales. Scotch ales are,
yeah, the one I've had was good. I mean, other than the one on Sunday, but I've had one and I thought it was really good.
Yeah, Scotch ales are, the thing that I like about Scotch ales is generally they're not thick as your stouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a little light in the ass.
Light, but I like that. I like those boozy notes. So I like the quote unquote extra jig taste that we talk about. And Scotch ales generally deliver that. So if I'd have seen, I'm giving beat up shit, but if I'd have saw that brew for $3, honestly, I probably would have picked it up too.
Yeah, I mean 13, $3.
Because I mean it's $3. If I don't like it, just like several cats did, it ends up as lawn food.
Yeah, I would have finished.
I've grabbed trash in the past. I just have never brought it to a gathering.
If I'd known it was trash, I wouldn't presented that to the group.
but I mean, if you go with, I think Beat Up bought 6 beers. So if he bought 6 and only one of them was just garbage, that's a good ratio. I think next time we do this and we are competing with our 6s, I think we need to take a little bit of closer notes and see who did good and who didn't.
I think we hit it like 90%.
And that's what happens when I try to go all brand new. I didn't go anything I knew.
Yeah, I respect that.
I jumped out the window on that one. And that was
especially in a beer tasting, man. Like, I don't want to sit at our beer tasting and taste, 14 IPAs or whatever, man. I appreciate the effort,
No,
sometimes when you step out, man, you're gonna fall flat.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I would have copped it for $3 too.
I jumped out the window on that astronaut food, it was.
It's amazing that you still have some. Did you get rid of your last one?
That was the last one. Now, I guarantee Doug's gonna pawn that off on somebody too.
I mean, that has to be like a 2-year hold or something.
Hey man, hold on, because Doug stuck me with, or one of y'all stuck me with whatever this cheesecake beer is.
Oh, he gave it to you?
I'm about to go grab it real quick.
Nah, you don't want to do that, E.
So let me give y'all some backstory on this right here, because Doug is a MF. So what happened was Doug bet me during NFL football season that the Bengals was going to beat the Bears, because I'm a Bears fan. Blast is a Bears fan. The Bears washed the Bengals. Well, they were washing them. They kind of like came back.
Yeah, they came back.
But we were washing them. So he had to.
Supposed to be a stout too, right?
Porter.
Yeah,
Porter.
that's
Okay.
it right there.
Oh, well, you already know.
So
I'm
he
a drinker.
lost. And the bet was he had to buy me a 12. I told him to buy me a 12 of Corona.
Yeah, you should
make it easy.
You should have made him stick with that.
So I did. And so Doug was trying to be cheap and he was trying to give me beers that he already had. So he had to buy nothing. At first he told me he bought a 12 and that he drank it and it wasn't a 12 no more. I know that was fugazi, but he just gave me beers that he didn't want. Anson already put him out there like that. He said, yeah, if Doug don't like it, he'll give it to you.
He'll give it to you.
So
hey, hold that up, E. That's a good looking pour though.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to crack that. So what happened was Doug gave me this cheesecake beer, and I done had this mug since NFL football season, early in the season.
If I'm remembering correct, that beat don't really hit on none of the notes. Maybe the strawberry.
And so when Blast came in, he was like, "Yeah, man, that's trash." I'm like, I knew it was trash, man, before I even cracked it.
Okay,
a cheesecake beer can't be good, dog.
I will say I don't remember it being a porter, so that might be one of the reasons why it was trash to me too.
All right, so y'all see this.
He put it in your bag, E, or you grabbed it out of there?
He put it in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the way he's tasting it. You can tell by
a cheesecake stout.
Well, hold on. So honestly, going on. So my expectation of this was really, really, really low based upon your opinions and what y'all were just saying.
And it's cold.
The nose.
It's not a stout though.
What is it?
It's a porter. He said it's a porter. I thought it was a stout.
Porter.
Oh.
Man, the nose on this smells just like Neapolitan ice cream. I'm not the biggest fan. I hate the chocolate part of Neapolitan ice cream, but this smells just like Neapolitan ice cream. You smell basically strawberry and chocolate. It's super dark though. Like it's super dark.
That's why I'm thinking it was a stout.
Yeah, I think I thought that too, but I just remember it was I love cheesecake, man, and nothing about that spoke to cheesecake to me. I think I remember getting a little bit of the strawberry, but
so this is a Platform Beer Company. Where's Platform out of?
Cleveland, maybe?
Cleveland. And it looks like they're in conjunction with Bones Coffee. And I'm assuming Bones Coffee is I'm assuming it's gonna be a Cleveland coffee house or something like that.
Coffee spot out of Cleveland.
Yeah. I ain't gonna stop, man. This is not ass. Like you're like we talked about strawberry. Strawberry doesn't bring when you use strawberry by itself, strawberry doesn't bring a lot of sweetness to beer. So I'm getting that strawberry note, but I'm getting a whole lot of coffee. So it tastes like it's kind of like, you know how we call porter stout lights? It's a stout light. Like real talk, fuck. I'm gonna say 375 and y'all gonna laugh.
No, I ain't gonna laugh, but I mean, you said strawberry and coffee, and I'm like, it's supposed to be strawberry cheesecake.
But it says so it says strawberry cheesecake. Is it strawberry cheesecake? No. It does not deliver on the notes of strawberry cheesecake. I'm not getting that heavy vanilla that you would expect from a cheesecake.
Yeah.
I'm getting the coffee actually is starting to mellow out a little bit. But the coffee and the strawberry are equally balanced. Like you getting those notes equally. It's not terrible.
I don't know that pairs well. Coffee and strawberries. Like that's not
something that I would put together.
Yeah, I mean you wouldn't think off the bat that it would pair well, but I don't know, maybe it does. But I just remember, like, you know, being excited for the potential of the combination. I'm like, all right, Platform is a good brewery, strawberry cheesecake, great flavor, and then, you know, I just remember like, damn, this didn't hit on that.
See, it was the artwork for me. I'm like, all right, Doug slid this suspect can in my 12. This looked kind of funny. I didn't like the colors of the can work. I'm not itching on, was it Platform?
Yeah, I mean, I think
never
we've all
had
had some good. Oh, you ain't never had it? I feel like we've had good
Platform's
platforms.
good. They got a variety pack that you can get from Kroger's. There's
Okay.
like IPAs and other stuff. I like it.
I think I may have had a platform before, but that one threw me off because of the funny colors and the artwork on it. I was like, man, this can't be good. I'm gonna go off my gut feeling that this is some trash, because Doug ain't like, he wasn't really bolstering it up. He wasn't like co-signing it. I was like, man, you threw some BS.
Yeah,
in
because
he didn't say no.
I think we copped at the same time, me and Doug. So
it's like I said, it's you getting coffee straight up. Like the coffee hits, and then right after the coffee, that strawberry flavor comes through, and then it kind of dies. If they just said strawberry coffee porter,
they probably would have nailed it.
They would have nailed it. But you throw in the cheesecake and you expecting sweetness, and vanilla, and you not getting that. So honestly, I mean, we talk about it all the time. Do they nail the notes? This doesn't nail the notes. So I had to get this 3.5, man.
Yeah, I mean, you like the flavor, but it doesn't deliver on what it was supposed to.
It doesn't hit on what it's supposed to. So I had to give it 3.5. Like I said, you get the porter, you get the coffee. I'm sorry, you get the coffee, you get the strawberry, but it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
I respect that, but I wasn't going to try it. I re-gifted that thing. You know what I'm saying? And Doug pawned it off on somebody else.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I probably wouldn't buy it. Like I said, it's 3.5 because it doesn't deliver on what it says it does. But like you said, Anson said, it was like, man, if Doug give you something, you probably don't like it.
Yeah,
bad business, man.
Yeah, I mean, Anson put it out there, man. I guess we got to pay attention now, man.
I try to give y'all fire, man. Blast, hold on. I think you try to do me like that too on a trade.
It wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional because you knew what you was getting.
He told me he was like, man, these are 2 sus beers. Just
the one I think the one I traded, you knew you didn't want, but you still showed me love. You knew you didn't want it, but you showed me love.
Man, I try to hook cats up, man. I try to shoot cats some love, man.
Hey, man, I shoot cats some love too, man. I bought y'all some Mas Agave.
I drank that the other day. That was decent.
Yeah,
that was
I
decent.
try to hook cats up, man.
That mug tastes like straight up tequila. You get all that agave.
Yeah. This was decent, man.
I mean, but
especially what company is that? Oh, Founders.
Yeah.
Hey, Founders, man, they put out some quality beer, man. Some potent beer too.
They have a KBS hazelnut.
KBS is that line.
I think I've seen that in my. I think they have that in my HH. I'll get it next time.
Man, I almost bought it, but I was already up to $75 on the spin, and I was like, man, I can't break 100. Like,
yeah, I mean the separate KBSs or the separate Founders be at least 3, touching 4 at my HH. So them joints can get expensive.
I was at Meyer yesterday looking for the Simply, which they didn't have, but they had KBS in that joint, man. I'm like, damn, they got KBS in this.
If you still want me to grab you some, it's still available. I just couldn't get it for this past Sunday, but I can still grab you one.
Yeah, just have one on deck for me, man.
Yeah, they down to about 10 cases. Like the little display thing is dwindling quickly, but I can still grab you one.
I'm down to like 4.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, all in all, man, it was a real good time. Yeah, obviously, when we all get together, it's nothing but jokes, nothing but.
Yeah, sounds like there's gonna be more get-togethers. Our man E sounds like he's stranded in NKY, so it sounds like we're gonna be kicking in some more. Potentially a beer fest in August. Cats are talking about a soccer game we might hit. So
yeah, I definitely want to revisit. I keep messing up his name. I keep wanting to say Third Eye. Is it Third Eye?
Yeah, it is Third Eye.
Third Eye.
I think they had that Third Eye that y'all was talking about at my HH. It said something about birthday cake.
Yes.
Yeah, something.
Grab that.
I was gonna grab it for the party, but I was like, well, y'all already had it, but I'll grab it for my solo enjoyment.
Yeah,
It's fire.
I don't want to double back because I already been. Like, I'm trying to check off new shit.
Oh, I want to go there just to pick up the birthday cake, and then we can go wherever. You know what I'm saying? We can start off.
But yeah, man, like I said, we looking forward to getting more exposure and making more content, man. That's the biggest thing that comes out of a lot of our kicks, and just being intentional about putting content out. I mean, I think by accident we had the esoteric one that went crazy. And like I said, man, the algorithms of Instagram is just weird altogether, man. It's not like we know what the sauce is. Just sometimes you post something and we went bananas in the Middle East. Like, like we going bananas in the Middle East. I'm like, man, I'm trying to go bananas in New York and California, but shout out to the Middle East, man.
Yeah, the internet was going crazy off that reel. I'm like, man, we're not even in the reel, really.
Yeah, we're not even doing anything. But that's the thing, man. You just never know.
Back.
Yeah, you don't never know, man.
That thing went crazy. But yeah, it's a big weekend. This weekend, they got I want to say Jazz Fest.
Yeah, I wasn't even hip to that. I think Doug sent that thing. It's crazy. They having the Jazz Fest, and then they still gonna be doing something on Fountain Square with Raekwon and a couple others.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Yeah, well-known artists.
Oh, I didn't see all that.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not competing. I mean, you can't really compete with the Jazz Fest, but I mean, you know, it's another option to have.
Have y'all ever been to the concert?
No.
I know Doug's been.
Like, I've never, in the 30 whatever years that Jazz Fest been going on, I've never been.
Janet Jackson this year.
You said who?
Now, when we went to UC, yeah, she's gonna be down there. Now, when we went to UC, we was always downtown.
Yeah, I think he was a part of some of those kicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would come down all the time, but I never went to the concert. I never had any interest in going to the concert.
I mean, it's really it's not like a stars. I mean, you have like one or two big acts, and then it'd be like some.
They've changed it up. I think they've tried to get younger, and in more recent years. Like, I know they've had Mary J. They had the Roots. They had Common. I think they've tried to. They always had their staples like Frankie Beverly and some of the older school cats. But I think they've tried to, put a young flair on it too. Probably to bring in people more our age or whatever.
Only thing is, it's gonna be hella people around and traffic and just
my knock on the thing is, man, I mean, who wants to go to any concert in July in Cincinnati, man?
No,
and it was 97 degrees today.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you're talking about flames, bro. Who wants to get and it ain't like you can go out there in the tee and shorts. I mean, cats be out there in leisure suits and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you got to get G'd for the Jazz Fest, man. You can't go to the Jazz Fest in an H&S tee.
Nah.
You got to put on some slides and all that shit, man.
I walk in there with some flyers and some stickers and everything else.
Them old cats gonna be looking at you like, look at this young whippersnapper. He don't even know how to dress.
Yeah, he don't got on the wicker sandals.
Yeah. I'm like you low key gotta have your toes out as a man on that Jazz Fest.
and you gotta be meshed up.
Yeah, you gotta have something breathable.
If you ain't got nothing meshed,
you gotta have a gold chain too.
Oh yeah. I mean, chest hairs with the chain. That's mandatory.
You know what I'm saying? With the hat, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a derby.
Yeah. I'm like, who wants to wear a hat?
They definitely long sleeved.
Oh, yeah. Straw derby with the rayon silk shirt.
Hey man, I respect the game of cats who come long sleeve no matter what, man.
With the linen pants.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get the linen, man. You got to go to some
linen. Actually, is some cool material though.
Yeah, you got to go with that shit that's got like a little bit of a wrinkle look to it, but it's like cream or something.
Yeah, all white party, man. That's what we need to do. Option Stocks, all white party, man. I'm not doing all white party.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's whatever, man. I'll come in the Blanco tee.
Blanco. But man, by the time this episode drops, man, we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary. We dropped our first episode July 22nd, 2021. Crazy, man. Now obviously we came up with this idea like January 2021, and we started recording, I believe, April. Like that. Once again, I'll probably get lambasted for this. Like, I was the biggest doubter, and so when we first started recording, it was like, okay,
be your own people, man.
I know. I was the biggest doubter. I was like, man, let's get
this guy made us record 5 episodes before we even dropped anything.
Yeah, so it's like, let's get something in the tuck just in case, you know what I'm saying, cats fall off, or it just, you know, people just ain't really on it. So recorded 5 eps, I think, beginning in like April. Then we start, you know, we got the IG page, got the website, well, not website, but got the domain, and dropped our first episode July 22nd, 2021. So kudos to us, man. Like, I'm patting my own self on the back along with my pod mates, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Good job, fellas. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all don't remember, man. We used to drop every other week episodes when we first started. Yeah. Now we every week like clockwork.
Right, we was always trying to keep something in the tuck, and that had a lot to do with me, man. Because I was just like, man, I don't think Cash is really gonna be on it. Like, I wanted to do it. Like, I wanted to, because I was like, man, craft beer, financial literacy, blah blah. Like, that's I wanted to do it, but I didn't think everybody else would be on it. So salute everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? B-Dub, Blast, Doug, you know what I'm saying, for sticking through, you know what I'm saying, and putting out, you know what I'm saying, a good product. I'm in love with what we do, man. I tell cats all the time, like, check me out. Like if I thought it was bullshit, I wouldn't try to sell it to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's free game, it's free content. I think over the past year we have bought y'all some phenomenal guests.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all our guests, man. Who, you know, helped us. We wouldn't have had the content that we have, 45 episodes without our guests.
Yeah. You know, we've expanded to the visuals on YouTube.
Yep.
So looking for, you know, the next 45 episodes to continue growing and continue reaching more people and continue educating the community on craft beer as well as financial literacy. You know, we try to be intentional with the financial literacy piece of the podcast. It's not our wheelhouse, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of sometimes are limited by, you know, if we have guests or not. But it is an integral part of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to deliver. And, you know what I'm saying, we want this thing to take off. We want to continue growing, and we want to continue, you know what I'm saying, building on what we've established. So I'm looking forward to, you know what I'm saying, the next year of Hops and Stocks. We talk about it amongst ourselves all the time, just more content. Like, everything is content. And none of us, myself included, like, really want to be in front of a camera, you know what I'm saying, recording shit. I mean, but it's what we have to do. It's what, you know, the algorithm says you have to do to grow your platform. So look for more shit from us, man. Like, I'm recording everything. I keep stuff on my phone. I keep it in the tuck. So little known secret, we split our promo days. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, if I get stuff over the weekend, I keep it in the tuck till Monday.
Hold it till Monday.
And I usually spill mine as soon as I get it, and I don't wait till Tuesday. And when Tuesday come, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm like, dang, I should have waited. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I got some old footage from some of my travels that I be dropping on Mondays. Like, I wasn't there this past weekend. Months ago.
Hopefully, if we link up this weekend or whatever, we get some more content, and y'all will see.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but if that's all, I'm gonna sign us off. Hops and Stocks, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in. Once again, we appreciate everybody that, you know what I'm saying, gives us an hour out of their time every week to check out our content. You know, share, subscribe, like, you know what I'm saying, tell other people about it. We out.
See you next week.
Peace.
To the gods.
Be a shell of a man if we ever depart. From my heart to I'm riding with you.
I'm riding with you.